What's up, everybody? Danny from Trade Signals here. Today, I wanted to go over a simple but very effective trading strategy and the most used in my playbook, the break of resistance. I like the break of resistance because stocks obviously like to go higher. And for day trading, this is a very good strategy to use and to definitely put in your playbook. So we'll use this stock for example. I only trade good stocks like PayPal, Facebook, Amazon, those big tech stocks, right? Those big tech names um, that like to move are very volatile, right, during the day, especially in the morning. So we'll see right here, we have our line drawn out right here, right? This white line represents the resistance level. Right here represents the day that we want to trade the stock. This is the day that we want to trade the stock. All right. If you notice, this line represents the price points of rejection. All right. So if we look right here at this first one, I'll draw a circle real quick. We see a price point of rejection right here around that level, right here. We see it turn into a support, but ultimately rejects, then tries it again right here, right? So already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times it rejected this level. And then during the pre-market of that day that it broke out, let it load for a second. This is on demand, so it might be a little slow, just so I can show you real time how it happened. Okay, hold on. All right, right here we have the resistance hit again during pre-market right there, right? So if you noticed, it rejected after it broke, right, during the day. But if you guys noticed, it has a gap right here, right? It has a gap right at that level right there. If you guys noticed that gap, that was my signal right here. That gap in between the play, that was my signal not to enter at that break. If a stock gaps up past resistance, I do not look to enter it, because what do stocks like to do 90% of the time is fill that gap, right? Which it did. So what I did was I stayed out. I waited until the gap was filled, and then I wanted to see what it did after that. So it created a gap right here, and then I waited for it to fill, and then created an intraday high right here. So this was my new level of resistance that I was going to enter after it filled the gap. That was my choice of entry after it filled the gap, right? Obviously, it came down, filled that gap, filled this gap right here, came down, and now we're at this candle right here. We're waiting, and we're still looking at the stock, because if it breaks and it does not have a gap this time, that's going to be our entry. So let's play, see what happens with this. Got the group chat running. So we have a nice bar right here. Nice bar coming up right there. And it's getting really close. We're getting ready to enter at that break right here. Right here, we entered right at that break. There's no gap, nothing telling us not to enter. The volume's a little light, but you have to keep in mind this candle has just opened. This candle just opened, and it already has a good amount of volume. It's only been 16 seconds into this candle. Still 45 seconds to go. Now just broke it. This would be our entry point. And you want to look. It's hard to determine the outcome of a stock for the whole day, right? So you want to look for small price movements to profit a good percentage off the contracts, all right? Because the chances are you're not going to be able to guess what happens for the whole day, but you can at least take advantage of what happens at that moment and gain a little bit of money off of it, right? 5 to 10%. That is a lot compared to if you put in like 10,000 into a trade real quick, 5 to 10%. You just made $500 to $1,000, couple seconds or minutes even, right? So let's keep on playing. Let's see what happens. We're just getting on this break. Nothing to be afraid of. No reason to get out whatsoever. This candle is green. It's strong. It looks like it just wants to continue pushing up. There, 216.81, 216.84, 216.89, new high, 216.96. All right. At this point, you're probably looking at 2 to 3%. If you were fine with that, those small price movements, remember that percentage is very important, right? Because over a long period of time, your portfolio will grow outstandingly. Right here, you're about at 3 to 5%. I would not take profits just because I'm looking for 5 to 10. All right. So, and I looked to take profits either on the next candle or the one after the next, right? If there's really nothing telling me to sell. But remember, 5 to 10% is the goal. Nothing to be afraid of. Little pullback, just some profit takers. Look at that volume right there. Volume is good. Now we have new high of 217.18. At this point, you're probably at 5 to 7%. Oh, now you're probably at like 10%. Again, nothing telling you to sell. This candle is strong. However, right here, I mean, this candle is super strong. For contracts, this would be a nice gain. At this point, I would take my profits, or at least take a lot of my profits off of the table and just keep runners, right? This is clearly, I mean, a great strategy, right? You saw on the circles I drew, rejected it like 6 times, and now it's breaking out. This would have been great for contracts. Let's just continue seeing what it does after this break. Volume on this candle is even higher than the last. 217.9. Nice. 30 seconds until this candle closes. Volume is strong. This candle is green. Remember, I'm out of the position, or I am at least like 90% out, 95% out of this position. But everything still looks good. Volume is good. This candle is greener than, greener than the day. This candle just opened. This candle is still pushing up. Wow, you see how powerful the strategy is. At this point, I'd probably be 100% out. But you see how very strong this strategy is. It's still pushing up. Now just hit 218. So from your entry point, it's now up around $1.50, which for contracts is very good. Contracts is very good. You could also incorporate level 2, but that's a little bit complicated to learn, so I'll have to save that for our next video. But just support, just the break of resistance itself, super powerful. Let's keep on seeing what happens. See how the 5-minute candle's doing. That 5-minute candle is crazy. But I really pay attention to the 1 minute. Yep. I think this stock went to like 222 that day. Yeah, it created a new high. But if you guys found this video helpful, and you think this is something you want to put in your playbook, please support the channel by liking, commenting on this video. If you have any questions or just in general, any comments about this strategy or a strategy that you use. And please subscribe to the channel to keep updated with future videos, as I will be posting more of these kind of educational tips for day trading and even swing trading. And I'll also be kind of diving into car videos and investing, tips and stuff like that in the near future. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.